Had this chapter come out in full, we would have been having a completely different discussion last week as opposed to this week because man, this chapter was sick. My initial thought was that something was going to happen to Amo because it felt too good to be true that we had answers for Mimo and his crew of flunky. While my mind is still not changed on that, what I can say is that Mimo was not properly prepared for what we brought to the table. And to be real, I like how that is addressed in this chapter. And can we talk about Rudo real quick? Rudo's relentlessness really showed its head today, and the paneling for him was outright insane. And that tad bit of Zonka lore we got as well, let's just say that for chapter 140 overall, we ate good. Anyway, what's going on everybody? DomoSenpai here, and we are back with chapter 140, part 2 of Gachiakuta. And man, look, if y'all are new to the channel and have yet to subscribe, make sure y'all go down below and hit that link in the description or the big ass red subscribe button underneath the video. The next stop is 15,000 subscribers, and then after that, we can move on to 20,000. Our quest is long, but I feel like we are setting ourselves up to actually hit that by either the middle of next month or the end of next month. I feel like I should make like a graphic of like a road and me with my big ass head on the bike going down that road and hitting like each subscriber milestone. That would actually be sick. I might end up doing that. But anyways, Anime Expo 2025 is set to have a bunch of cool things go down, especially for Gachiakuta. And if y'all would like to aid me in getting there, any donation is appreciated down in the PayPal below. Now, with all of that out of the way, let's get into the Coming hot off the heels of the last chapter, Amo pulled up and quickly put a halt to Mimo's scheme. We talked about it before they set out to the Doll Festival that Amo's powers would be the key to stopping anything mind control related, and that prediction came true. One thing we tend to love about Amo is her love for Rudo, and she made that abundantly clear when Engine tried to congratulate her on what she accomplished, and she immediately shut him down by saying, "Don't talk to Amo like we're friends." Yo, I swear, once Engine got the rep for being a womanizer by a few of the women in the series, I knew this would eventually be the case, right? Like things like this happening, I knew that this would happen. She already said that she would try to be friends just out of respect for Rudo, but you trying to get friendly with her? Nah. So after berating Engine, she then proceeds to boss around Fu by telling him to take her closer to Rudo. And in this process, Mimo is still thinking about the opening monologue that he gave us, the understanding of how the Watchmen series works. I do like how quick Mimo was on the uptake. He's not some idiot that when plans go south, he immediately panics. I'm curious to see how he gets out of this situation though. So while he was deep in thought, Rudo straight up drop kicks the berry. And just as Rudo starts talking his shit, the Choker Maker yells for him to get away. And boom! Gil smokes his arm. This is when we get into Mimo's mind as to, how he operates. He says, "I'm very particular about my battle party, you see. Felix for defense, Gil for ranged fighting. Both are excellent soldiers. Like I said, his preparation is fire because he's accounting for all of his weaknesses. But there was one thing that he failed to understand. As he tells Rudo that he can't do anything with his arm like that, Rudo says, 'What about my arm? It's just broken. That's all. Don't insult me. I'm used to pain in my arm. By the way, you talk an awful lot. Now I already figured you out. You don't have a close range fighter. That is your weakness.' Rudo's endurance is insane, and it's something that we talked about for a while, and even the cleaners bring it up. His tenacity, fearlessness, and relentless drive will always get him through whatever situation he's in. But for everything that I mentioned, like the Beatles said, you can always get by with a little help from your friends." This sequence was really sick because it just shows that no matter what you try to do to force a wedge between them, the cleaners always stick together when it matters most. That's the trust that they garnered for each other over the time they've spent together. Before Gil could even get her ball off, Engine jumped up and intervened. No lie. I bullshit y'all not, bro. I got goosebumps when I got to this panel. Engine being the first one to make a move was not only good for the morale of the group, but it was good for the situation because I think his defensive prowess with his Jinky supersedes that of Ryo and Zanka. So if I had to take out the aerial onslaught that Gil has, I'm for sure picking Engine. But you would have thought that it would end at Engine, right? Well, Gil evades Engine's attack in time to initiate another attack on the rest of the team. Can we just talk about how every time Udana draws Zanka doing something, she makes it look like one of the coolest things we've ever seen? Zanka goes on a dodging spree. Eyes straight out of the zone. If you know, you know. Zanka goes on to explain that his genius of a sister used to shoot at his feet, cowboy style, to train him on how to dodge. By the way, am I the only one who would like to see Kyoka with long hair again? Anyone? Never mind. And when you know it, Ryo sneaks up on Felix and already understands that the barrier is made of paper. So essentially, her scissors beat it. Engine then thinks that it's a good idea to go back up Amo, and Amo freaks the fuck out, saying, "How dare you give Amo that attitude? She did not ask for your help, and you got the homie fool in the back smiling and shit." It was at this point that Felix realized something. This internal monologue should tell you everything you need to know about the cleaners, aside from what I already told y'all earlier. He says, "What in the world is wrong with these people? Their friend's arm is broken. When anyone so much as slaps my Lord Mimo, I start seeing red and my blood boil. Why doesn't it bother them? Lord Mimo, I believe you may have poked the wrong bear." You then see this scary ass visual of Ryo and Rudo staring at him. Aside from Engine and Zanka, these two are fucking crazy. Especially Ryo. It doesn't matter what you throw at them. They will either find a way or force their way through. There's no in between. But a question that I have, and I'm pretty sure you guys are probably thinking what I'm thinking, is Mimo prepared for this? We've seen that he's planned around pretty much everything, and if he's listened through the chokers through the choker maker over the last 140 chapters, he would know Rudo's tendencies by now, right? This is in line with what I was saying in the previous video. Does he have something up his sleeve for Amo? Or is there a third or potentially fourth party that's going to force their way into this situation? Who knows? Aside from that, I'm hella excited for the outcome of this situation. Are you guys just as hyped as I am? Make sure to let me know in the comment section below. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. Like I mentioned earlier, this chapter was hella fun to read and dissect. If part 1 and 2 actually dropped together like Udana Sensei had planned, I feel like I wouldn't have been able to contain my excitement nearly as much as I did last week. Oh yeah, if you guys would like to see me go to Anime Expo, my donations are open. Link to the PayPal is in the description. Anything and everything helps, as I am trying to go there for the Gachiakuta event and I want to be able to be there for the weekend. But aside from that, I'm gonna get out of here and edit this video. Y'all enjoy y'all morning, afternoon, and night wherever y'all are. I'm DomoSenpai, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.